What's up, guys? You are watching the Shieldbearer Faith channel. Thank you for watching. So last week I had the opportunity to go to a multi-day, multi-agency active shooter training. It was an excellent course. In that course, though, I had several really good takeaways that, given the current events, I feel like might help somebody out there. So we're not giving away any trade secrets here, but let's get into it. So to start with, we incorporated a lot of gear in that training. Everything from sidearm, long gun, medical go bag, armor. And in my opinion, some of that was more useful than others. Okay, to start with, I did not wear heavy armor. I did wear soft armor all week. You will find it is heavy, it is hot, it is cumbersome, your torso will not breathe, you will feel constrained, there's all kinds of fatigue that comes with wearing any kind of armor, okay? However, for work, I wear soft armor every day. So my body's used to it. I'm used to the effects of it. I'm used to moving in it. Most of us don't wear hard armor every day. It also does not layer very well over other stuff. So for me, wearing soft armor, this doesn't go over top of the soft armor very well. It makes you enormous. You feel 3 feet wider, and it conflicts with other items. So my mic might be sitting here or here or something. This armor is going to sit right over where that is, so now I've got to take my mic off and put the armor on. It's just not going to work. So I said, to heck with the hard armor. It's not realistic for me. Next, go bags. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. This was having a go bag during the week, guys, because we incorporated life-saving, essentially tactical medic stuff a lot, was awesome. It was a really good focus. You learned that the straps will conflict with your slings. You'll learn it snags on stuff, but you really learn that you're glad to have it. Gauze, bandages, tourniquets, big deal. It saves lives. It's proven. Carry a go bag, okay? This was probably the best item that we used all week. Not this exact bag, but this is a representation. You could have a cheap, this is like $10, a cheap bag that you can toss some random crap in, and you can go and save lives in the event of a serious incident. Or just take any of this stuff and just toss it in your pocket, right? A tourniquet is tiny. It will fit almost anywhere. Or tell your wife, hey, please carry this sack of boo-boo kit stuff in case our kid skins a knee, right? Next, long gun. I was glad to have it. I got to use this exact one part of the time. I was glad to have a red dot and green dot combo. Depending on the backdrop, the red or the green did not show up as well. I was glad to have the option of either. I was also glad to have the sling. Oh man. If it wasn't for this sling, guys, I would not have been very useful. Because the rifle, you don't want to set down, because then you're giving a weapon potentially to someone else, right? So you need to retain your weapon, but the sling, being rapidly adjustable, was a big deal. This one has a quick tighten and loosen system going on. It's a 5.11 sling. It was very helpful. It made it so I could have it slung in the front, use it in that manner, or I could sling it on my back and, you know, either go to work medically or assist with carrying a casualty or whatever. Glad to have a sling. I was also glad to not have a lot of other crap on here. So this rifle is fairly sleek. There's not a lot standing off of it, and it made it so it didn't snag on as much. So again, you got straps flying around, you got gear flying around, you got your buddies flying around by you as you're trying to help people, and you just don't snag on as much if you don't have a lot of stuff hanging off. Really good takeaway. Next, I was always glad to have a sidearm. This is the Glock 19. We were using other stuff. Main point was, I was really glad, even with the long gun, to have a sidearm. Because in several instances, we had to manually carry a casualty, right? So you get there, you stop the threat, then you start rendering aid, and now you're getting that guy out, okay? Well, to get him out, we were doing the scenario of, we've got to physically haul this guy out of here. So that takes hands. Well, if I'm one of the guys that's carrying, sling the rifle. Maybe you can use one arm to grab some feet while the other guy grabs the torso, and you can be the security on one end with that pistol. Not everything's doable the same way with the rifle. I was glad to have the options of both. Also, multiple occasions in the training, rifle went down. We were using simunitions. The rifle went inactive for whatever reason, whether you had no ammo, malfunction, whatever. You were glad to have that pistol in that moment. Good takeaway. Of everything here, you could pretty much, for everybody that's watching these videos, unless you are law enforcement, military police, something like that, you can do most of God's work with these two items, okay? With a pistol of some kind and a go bag. The go bag may be just a representation for your pocket, okay? But idea is have something to stop the dying, have something to stop the killing. You understand? Stop the threat that is presented to other people if you can, and then start rendering aid, okay? It is unfortunate how frequent these incidents are happening. However, I would like to think that if you're watching these videos, that you can be the difference if you're in an environment where one of these people goes haywire and decides that, oh, it's the day to just kill a bunch of people. Be the difference, be the exception. Jump in there, stop that threat if you can, and if you don't get to stop that threat, start helping people that are victims of that threat. Alright? Alright, guys. I hope it helps. Remember, do something. Train with whatever you're using. If you don't go and practice, you will not get the good takeaways, okay? I had so many things not go the way I thought because I went and used the stuff. I'll see you later.